Coaching has already become one of those online buzzwords that has so many different implications, from one-on-one coaching to group coaching, memberships, courses, PDFs, anything in the educational realm. The industry has grown so much just even in the last couple of years. And it was big back in 2020. Back in 2020, it was estimated about $11.2 billion. I think there's a lot of things interesting about coaching and exciting for most entrepreneurs. And I also think and suggest it as a great place to get started if you're just starting your journey into the online education industry. The fact of the matter is that you can get started in coaching and helping others achieve results, helping others solve problems that they can't solve or what keeps them up at night very quickly with one-on-one coaching. All you have to do is tell people you're open for coaching. It's that simple to start your business. Tell people that you're taking coaching clients. But also, group coaching is great because instead of helping one, you can help many at the same time. Well, not too long ago, I finished my Kajabi Kickstart course, which is a free course that I offer to people who sign up for Kajabi through my link at michaelgomes.com/Kajabi. Now, the reason I mention this is because in today's video, I actually want to show you one of those simple training videos that has to do with coaching, which is inside the Kajabi Kickstart course. And the reason why I want to show you that video is to hopefully inspire you to sign up for Kajabi, give it a test run, kind of kick the tires a little bit if you're thinking about getting into the knowledge-based, the knowledge industry. And right now, from October 4th to October 11th, 2023, Kajabi has allowed me to give away 20% off all of their monthly packages for up to an entire year. Now, the only caveat is that this is a 1-week promotion. So from October 4th to October 11th, 2023, if you're watching the video after that, I'm sorry you missed out on the deal, but you can still use the same link, michaelgomes.com/Kajabi, and you'll get a free 30-day trial, which again is double the 14-day trial that they normally offer. And of course, if you sign up with either of those promotions, either way, you're going to get my free bonuses like the Kajabi Kickstart course, the free 45-minute phone call, and the free ebook, 30 Days to Profits, which is the accompanying book to the Kajabi Kickstart course. Now, if you don't know much about Kajabi, Kajabi is an all-in-one online business platform. It can run your entire online business in one place. And what Kajabi does best is to simplify the process of turning what you love to do into a full-time career. So now that we got that out of the way, let's jump into the Kajabi Kickstart coaching video. So my entire goal with this course is to get you up and running, not just in Kajabi, but actually making money in the first 30 days. And one of the quickest and fastest ways to do this if you're new to online business is to start with coaching. I mean, that's how I got started. That's what a lot of people say to get started in is coaching. And the reason why is because it's so easy. You can literally just today tell everybody, say, look, I've done this for X amount of years and this is my specialty. And if they already know you, then they already know anyway. But, just get out there and tell everybody, text people, text your family, your friends, just tell them, hey, I offer coaching. I offer paid coaching. I'm open for coaching. It's so easy. This is the best place to get started because you don't have to have a website even. You don't have to have a membership site. You don't have to have courses or anything. You don't have to have really anything set up. You can literally just go out there today, create a YouTube channel, create a Facebook page, Instagram account, which I'm sure you already have some of those, and just tell all your family and friends, hey, I'm open for coaching. I'm open for business. Offer a free discovery call, for 15 to 30 minutes. It's easy to get started in coaching. And that's what I want to focus on right now, at least obviously for this video, but also for these next 30 days is I want you to get started somehow. And this is a great way for you to get started to make money in the next 30 days. And as a matter of fact, if you haven't done it yet, I would recommend literally pausing this video and just go and announce to everybody that you're offering coaching. Say, look, I've done this for X amount of years. I'm offering these packages. I'm offering paid. I'm offering free, whatever. How I first got started was I just started telling everybody I offer free discovery calls. Because at that point, I didn't really care. Like, I needed to make money, but I just wanted to start getting people on the phone because I knew if I got them on the phone, I could close them. I could sell them on the packages or the calls, right? So one of the best ways to really get your word out about your coaching program is like I already said, it's content, not just announcing, that you're doing it, but that's where I would start. But starting a YouTube channel or posting on Instagram, doing video reels, basically proving your credibility, right? Putting your message out there, talking about what it is that you offer, what it is that you do, teaching, right? And for example, in an upcoming video in this course, I'm going to actually teach you if your goal is to launch a podcast and start putting content out that way, I'm going to show you how to set it up easily in Kajabi so that you can basically get started with that in the next couple of weeks. So one thing that I want to mention is that as you're creating content, I want you to keep two things in mind. I always teach people that you should always be creating content with purpose. Okay, there should always be a purpose to your content, because we used to create content for years just willy-nilly, just for the sake of creating content, and there was really no aim or purpose. I mean, we always told ourselves, well, okay, it's to build credibility, it's to build that know, like, and trust factor, okay? And even though those things are true, I always tell my students two things: that your content should do one of two things. It should either help you make a sale, so you actually make money from it. So you're pitching your coaching, you're pitching your course or your membership, or you're pitching some physical product that you're selling something, or you're building your email list by either giving away freebies like opt-ins, your newsletter, discovery calls, things like that, so that you can then eventually make the sale. So it should do one of those two things. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. I'm going to show you how to create your first coaching program so that you can go out and tell the world today that you literally offer coaching programs and you can send them directly to your new beautified coaching program within Kajabi. So it's actually really easy to set up. I'm going to show you this. So here we are in my partner dashboard. Okay, and as you can see down the left-hand side, you've got a list of all your products. This is what you're going to see when you first log in, because you don't currently have any products built. So you're going to see the list of, you can launch courses and coaching, community, podcasts, and we're going to go over some of these in future videos. But for right now, just click here on Get Started, and it's going to show you right here the different things, again, that you offer. And we're going to go ahead and click on the coaching one. And the image on the right kind of just shows you a little bit about how it'll be displayed in Kajabi. And as you can see over here, it talks about some of the features, which we're going to go over. Live video conferencing, which is pretty cool. It's basically Zoom built in to your coaching program, so you don't have to pay for Zoom. You also have calendar integrations. Kajabi has their own calendar integrations, but you can also integrate like Calendly or something. But I was able to save my payment to not only Calendly, but Zoom, just by switching over to Kajabi as well. So it's already saved me a ton of money. And I love that it's all built in. And Kajabi has the same, if not better, features than a lot of those other programs anyway. And trust me, the live experience when you're conferencing with somebody is really cool. And these are some of the things that you can actually offer. So you can add video content, audio content, shared notes, which is pretty cool. So you have the ability to take notes on your own, but you also have a shared notes section column, which I'll show you, where you can actually share notes and kind of collaborate on your calls. And then of course, exclusive downloads, things like that. It also allows you to record your video conferencing, and you can offer that in your package or offer that afterwards, so they get access to that free call, for future. So let's go ahead and click on Get Started. And as you can see here, it just says I've reached my limit for my legacy coaching program product. So you won't see this when you log in. It's just because I have other coaching programs already built out in my account, including this course that you're currently in right now. So it's still going to let us create it. It's just going to be done in draft mode. So you will not see that notification when you log in, okay? So the first thing you want to do is you want to choose single session or package, okay? I recommend, even if you're just getting started, don't undersell yourself. Okay, you can offer free. So what I do in Kajabi is I set up a free discovery call in Kajabi. So it's the same process. So I set up a single session for that free 30-minute, 40-minute, coaching call. You can also do it in Calendly and then just use a Zoom account if you want, all for free. I think you can only offer up to 40 minutes on the Zoom account right now. You can't offer 45 minutes for free. But I just do it all in Kajabi. I love doing everything in Kajabi. And then later I don't have to pay, again, like I said, for the Calendly or the Zoom. So I would set up a single session for my discovery calls. But what I want you to think of is, what is your goal with this? Your goal is to eventually have multiple students, multiple clients, to have residual income. You want to get results for those clients. And it's really hard. It doesn't matter how good you are. It's really hard to help them have life-changing, like big results in one 60-minute or one 90-minute phone call, right? To be honest with you, I even personally feel like discovery calls are a little short some of the times. 15 minutes, 30 minutes even is not enough time to really get to know someone and find out what their pain points are and really help them. So 3 to 6 month packages are usually best. Maybe offering, you can either do like a phone call a week. You can offer 2 phone calls a month. It's however you want to structure that package. I actually structure my package when I got started in monthly intervals, so 2 phone calls a month. But then I also provided ongoing support and contact with me throughout the different weeks. In between phone calls, things like that. So they had regular access to me not only through email but through text and stuff. If they needed help setting up whatever or doing whatever we were talking about on the coaching calls. But I'm going to go ahead and show you how to set up a package deal. It's going to ask you here how many sessions are included. So if we want to set up a 3-month package and we want to say 2 calls a month, maybe 90-minute calls, right? So let's do 6. So 6 sessions, okay, 6 phone calls included. I'm going to call this, let's see, we need a title. Let's do something like, I don't know, Michael's Online Business Coaching. There you go. And of course, my name is, I'll just do Mike Gomes. It's optional. You don't need to put it. And then a description is, I can help you get started in online business and making money ASAP. Okay, that sounds good. If I was actually launching this, I would actually probably put better wording to this, but you can always go back and change all this later. I just really want to walk you through this and kind of show you how it's set up. So go ahead and click continue. Okay, and then here's a few things now that we need to set up. So here's your scheduling preference, and this is what I was talking about. If you click down on this drop down, you have the option to send people to your own link for booking or some sort of other way of handling the schedule, right? But you can also link your Calendly account, but you can also just let Kajabi handle the availability and book the sessions. And so I'm going to go ahead and choose that because that's what I do, because I don't want to pay for Calendly and I don't want to deal with other apps. I just want everything integrated in one program. So location, built-in live video. Okay, this is built-in live video is where you're actually going to have your meetings, have your calls. You don't have to worry about Zoom. You don't have to worry about any of that, any other accounts there. Here's where you set your session duration. Okay, let's say we're going to do 2 90-minute phone calls every month. So let's click 90 minutes, click continue. And then here's just a few appearance things that you can set up, your primary colors, secondary colors. We're not going to do any of this right now. You can upload an image. The image that you would upload here would basically represent your coaching program. I think when I first got started, I just uploaded a photo of myself just to say, hey, this is my coaching program. Then you can design whatever thumbnail you want for the coaching program. So basically that's the thumbnail they're going to see like when they're in your store or they're in maybe in the back end in their library after they've signed up. So like, for example, if you just click on the My Library button at the top of your account right now, you will see the Kajabi Kickstart course thumbnail, right? And that's the same thing they would see for your coaching program as well. And some of you could probably even see my coaching program in there in my store as well. So, all right, so we're going to go ahead and save and finish. You can mess with the colors and everything later. Okay, so here we are in Michael's Online Business Coaching. Okay, and this is broken down into these tabs right here, as you can see. If we already had clients in here, if you had people who had signed up, who had purchased your offer, or if you're doing a free discovery call for your first session or whatever, and this was just a single one-off session, same thing. You would see all the clients listed here, all the people that have signed up, and it would give you all the stats and information on where they were in their coaching programs, how many sessions they had left, if they made their payments, all that information would be right here. So you have your active and your past clients. This is your package outline. So if we click on this, so we put together 6 sessions, right? So in your description, you would have specified, okay, this is, 3 months or 6 months or whatever. If it's 1 session a month, it's 6 months. In this case, we decided to do 2 sessions for 3 months, two sessions every month for 3 months. And maybe we want to offer some support, in between those sessions so they don't feel lost or if they get overwhelmed. Keep in mind that, you can always offer more sessions too in between. Like if they need to purchase more sessions, maybe they're feeling a little overwhelmed, but they've already purchased this kind of 6 session package deal. You can always set up another coaching package that you can then send them a link to sign up, maybe offer them a discount or something because they're already signed up with you. But that way it just gives you an opportunity to make a little more money, but also to help them a little bit more often. But I like to offer the free in between kind of the text or the emails just when you can. Or some people will offer, and I'm going to be offering this soon, where you get them into the group coaching right away. So along with signing up for their coaching program, they're also getting the group coaching calls that you're hosting every week or bi-weekly or whatever it is. So, All right, so let's take a look at what one of these sessions look like. And you can label these whatever you want. So we're going to click on session 1, and obviously here's the title. We can change it. Let's say we want to, maybe this is like an orientation and welcome, right? And then you can put whatever you want description wise for your session, right? Down here you can add agenda items. So once you map out your program and what you plan on offering, and again, I wouldn't worry about this too much when you're first getting started. Just be open and honest with them. If you're making the announcement on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, you're telling people you offer coaching programs, don't go crazy. Kind of use this as an opportunity to kind of feel your way through it. You may not have all your agenda items listed out. You may not have all your resources that you want put together yet, but that'll grow over time, and you'll get better and better as you hold more calls. The thing is that you just want to provide value. You want to help your clients get results from call number 1. It doesn't matter if you have a bunch of agenda items listed out, because you can just get on the call with them. And when you get on, just say, okay, let's talk about it. The first call, if they haven't had a discovery call with you anyway, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to ask them about like what their goals are and what their dreams are, where they want to be in a year. You're going to want to kind of figure all that stuff out anyway. And then this first session is really going to be about you providing as much value as possible so that they feel like they got something out of it and they're ready for session 2. You can also discuss what's going to happen in session 2 and then start building out your agenda from there. Because if you know what you've talked about in session 1 and you've taken notes, you're going to come back and you're going to revisit those things in session 2 anyway. And then that would be your agenda items for session 2. So these agenda items are pretty much a plan that's going to be kind of overreaching for every single client that comes through your program. So if you want to set up some standard, these are the agenda items, here are the regular resources that I give to everybody, but you may want to customize some of it depending on who the client actually is, but I would start with a base. So here's where you add your agenda items. Let's say we want to say, let's just say orientation, right? Orientation, kind of going over housekeeping items. That's going to be the first thing. We're going to add that. Here's our agenda. Maybe we want to add a resource. You want to add a file. You want to add a link to something, right? Like, hey, here's an extra video, or here's an article that I wrote or that I want to share with you that someone else wrote, or here's a PDF, here's a document, whatever. You add that here, and then you're going to click save. And as you can see here in the upper right hand corner, that you also have the opportunity right here. Like if you've talked about it with them and maybe they've paid you a different way or through PayPal, or maybe you've discussed a free session or something, you can actually just add multiple sessions here. It's kind of like the exact same thing as building a course in Kajabi where you can add more modules and lessons. You're just adding a new session right here manually. So that's your sessions. You're basically going to go down through each session that you're offering and, again, putting a little description in, maybe planning out your curriculum with them. And you may not know. Again, you may not know your first couple times around what your curriculum actually is. You just know that you have these sessions with these people, and that's pretty much it. I think you'll figure it out as you go. Or if you're brainstorming beforehand, you should be able to put some of that information in here. The next tab up here I want to walk you through is the offers. Okay. Offers is where, and I'm going to show you, there's another video in this course where you're going to learn how to set up your offer. And basically all the offer is you're setting up a different, like a checkout page and a price, right? Whether you want to charge $17 for your coaching or $1,700, $2,500, whatever. I recommend if it's like a 3-month package, I would at least recommend starting with like $1,500 or more for a 3-month package. Just because you are the expert, right? You need to get paid for your time. You need to get paid, and you want to weed out the people who are not serious, and you want to be taken seriously. So that's where you go, and this would show like a 1. If we already created an offer for this, it would show like a 1. Or you could have 3 different offers. Maybe you have this bundled with another offer. And again, we're going over this in another video in the course, so don't let that overwhelm you too much right now. But that's basically just where they see how much it costs, they click on the button, it takes them to a checkout page, and they're able to pay for this coaching, and then they get redirected, to your coach. They get signed up and redirected into your coaching program. So let's look at some of the settings here real quick. So as you can see here, again, just program details, real simple. Again, you could choose an image. This is like an image, again, thumbnail for your course. See, this is all the stuff that we basically filled out in the beginning that you can come in here and change at any time. See, they even have the page customization, the colors, accent colors, all that stuff here. So this is a pretty cool option though, and I love this because I love sales funnels. And this allows you to have a page upsell at the end of your session. So when you're done with the session with your client, it will actually redirect them to this offer checkout. So whatever, if you create a new offer. So if I check on this, right, I could do a drop down and I'm not going to have anything in here because I'm in my partner account right now, but you could choose another offer that a button pops up when you're done with the session. So as soon as you log off, maybe you even tell them, maybe there's something there and you're like, hey, I'm going to share this offer with you. As soon as I say goodbye, it's going to pop up. Why don't you check it out? It might be for you. It might not be, it's just a great way to maybe make some more money on, your first phone call, or maybe you're 3 sessions in, maybe you want to upsell them, or maybe 6 sessions in, right? 6 sessions in, their coaching program's about to end, and you want to upsell them on another 6 months or another 12 months or whatever. That's a great way to use that feature. So, all right, now let's jump up here and preview what the actual coaching program looks like. Now it's going to be pretty bare bones because we didn't upload any images and we didn't really edit anything or put anything else in. So here you go. Here's your Michael's Online Business Coaching. Okay, so once you're set up, this is what your client's going to see when they log in. Okay, when they go to your coaching page. Now, if I hit this back arrow in the upper left-hand corner, this is, again, kind of bare bones. I'm in my partner dashboard. I'm not actually in my account. So as you can see here, this is kind of what they would see in either your store or in their library, where this is where that thumbnail would show up that I was talking about, Michael's Online Business Coaching. And so when they're in their library, they can see everything they've purchased from you, whether it's coaching, a course, a membership, anything. They can see anything. And you can also, sell digital PDFs, digital products, things too. And those will show up in here as well. And then inside that library, you can also sell them. So let's say this was their library and they hadn't purchased the coaching from you yet. You could actually market the coaching inside their library and they would see it as an option to upgrade or purchase. And that would be your offer, right? And then it would take you to the landing page. We're going to talk about all that in upcoming videos. But so here you go. Let's click back in here. So we'll go back in. I'll kind of walk you through it. So this is what they're going to see when they log in. Now, technically, they made this purchase, but they haven't scheduled anything with you yet. Now, remember, we set up that you could schedule in the Kajabi. So what I'm going to do is click on this orientation welcome because I want to show you what this looks like. Okay, and here you go. Here's the agenda that we talked about. If we just wrote in orientation, but remember, if we created more agenda items, you can have as many as you want, right? They'd be listed off here. And then, of course, as you complete each item, you can check mark them here, right? And then this tab, notes, this is what I was talking about before. You have shared notes, and then you have your notes. So the shared notes are obviously between the two of you. Your notes, they're going to have an option for your notes, and you as the coach are going to have an option for your notes, so you can kind of remember kind of what you talked about. Maybe you had some thoughts on, hey, I need to offer them this, or I need to say this, or do this, or give them this. You put those notes down, but they don't need to be in the shared notes section. So that's a pretty cool feature. And then, of course, this tab right here is your resources. So anything like we talked about, links, PDFs, any documents, any asset that you need to provide them or that you want to provide them, right? As part of the coaching experience, they would show up here under the resource section. So what they need to do is they need to click on schedule session to schedule the first session with you. And I tried this a second ago and it's not loading, and I'm assuming it's because I'm in my partner dashboard, not in my current one. But what it would do is it would pull up the Kajabi calendar, and at that point you've specified, what days, times you're available for coaching, and they can choose a date and a time to have their first coaching session with you and get the ball rolling. So that's the basics of how the coaching program works and how it's set up. So I hope this helps you get started at least. Again, if you want to start with a free discovery call or something and then start telling everybody that you offer coaching, and you want to start with that discovery call, or maybe you want to set up a discovery call package and you want to set up a discovery call one-off, and then you want to set up a package call, package deal for 3-6 months, whatever, go ahead and do both. Go ahead and do both. It's easy to set them up and then just start telling everybody about them. And like I said, start creating content, putting the message out there, providing the link to your offer so that they can either sign up for the freebie or, the free coaching call, or they can sign up for your paid coaching. So again, if you guys have any comments or questions, just comment here in the course page below and I'll answer those questions. So we'll see you in the next video.